after people make choice of marriages, for example, husband and wife, you know how many complaints I get of married people that their in-laws interfere in their life? There's so many times that the wife start calling, the mother calling her daughter, said, well, how he's treating you? He said, ask him to give you more credit card because that's what you need. I think that you need to ask him to have this. Or the son, did she cook you for this rice? No, she doesn't know how to cook. Ask her to cook better than that. I feel so sorry for you, my son. I wish you were next to me. I can cook you better food. that kind of, and the child, the husband looked to his wife like, or the wife looked at her husband, you're not treating me nice. They were okay until that call came in. Okay? Therefore, we have to be careful not to create disturbance in other or children's life. Now, exercise. I want to really, everyone sitting in this class have a problem with his parents to make sure that he want to do good with their parents. No matter how wrong they say that Allah is three. Isn't that shirk? It's still Quran said, be kind to them. There's more than that. Somebody committing shirk. We have to make a decision today that no matter what disagreement we have with their parents, we cannot afford to cut them off. And at the same time, parents have wronged children for a long time. They need to reach out to their own children also. If your children are adults, wrong them, reach out to them. But I want to say that even if the father or the mother have neglected their duty to their children for a long time, and then the parents come around and say, I want to include you in my life. In American style, we say what? You were that long in my life, I don't know you. You have not earned the title of fatherhood. And that's what I disagree with Dr. Laura in her counseling. She said, if he was out of your life, do not even talk to him because he did not earn fatherhood. No. Fatherhood and motherhood is not something that you can divorce a person from, even biologically. If a person not fulfill their duty and come back and ask him for an apology and to be reunited, person should allow them to do so. And that was something I was brought to my attention, and I want to bring it to you. If we need to maintain that kind of relationship. But at the same time, I want to say that is fatherhood and motherhood is not about biological thing. It's not about producing children, but about raising them, about being responsible. There's certain things called the kins, the blood relationship. It does not go away. But in order to have it complete, that a person have to fulfill their duty toward children and raising them. Let us be the one who initiate reaching out to our parents. Even if they say, son, don't call here anymore, daughter, don't hang up on you. He said, inshallah, I'm going to call here. At least they have a restriction order, and they have the, what do you call it, that things about the police, protective order. Unless you're that bad, threatening them. But still you have to reach out and pick up that phone and call. And, in Kuwait, a friend of mine, his name Jassim al-Mutawa, he did something very interesting. He declared one day, it's called One Rose for Every Mother. And their organization, they asked you, said, tell us where we would like you to send the rose to your mother, give us the address, we'll send it on your behalf. One day that whole Kuwait, the people, mothers getting roses from their children. And it changed the environment. Because some of them, they have not reached out to their parents, who they have not good relationship with them. They start thinking of it. They have another day, they saw the kiss to the mother. That everyone got to kiss their mother between their and forehead, between her eyes, as something that I want to remind people of how to be kind to their parents. Therefore, imagine if we start doing that ourselves. advise parents gently. If you feel that you know more information than you do, you know more accounting, know more financial planning, you know more about the business, don't make fun of your parents or belittle them or say they don't know anything. You know, unfortunately, in Arab culture, they use this word ajuz. They tell their parents, to make fun of the young people. Will be sitting, even in Sudan and other places, I've heard, they said, oh, my ajuz means my elderly, my old, you know, said it in the mockery, that means, oh, those old people. My old people doing this to his parents, call them old people. My old people saying this, my old people saying that. My old folk. Folks? What do you call them? Old folks. Old folks. And instead of call them parents. Therefore, we have to be careful of that. The other things that I want to say in advice to us as parents, we need to sit and to look to the way that to communicate to our children. How much time did we really spend quality time to our children, with our children? Do we give them real attention, or we're absent? Do we love and give them love and care? Do we hug our children and we kiss them and cuddle with them and take them out and play with them? Or we don't have time for them? We need to have that, and because the part of this, you know, maintaining this strong relationship with the children and with the parents is to show mercy and kindness both ways. And that's what we create a strong bond between us and our children and between us and our parents. I want to give you one example, maybe I said it last week, that a man that was carrying his mother in Hajj and saw Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and said, oh Rasulullah, she's my mother. So Rasulullah said, does not equal one moment of the pain of delivery. Don't tell me that you have paid her back. Okay? Therefore, a person should always think of it in that way. The other thing is that Rasulullah said that it is not one of us, the one who does not respect the elderly or become merciful on the young one. يرحم صغيرنا ويوقر كبيرنا. Therefore, we have to have that always in our mind, and this is the class of today about the parental relationship. And I allow some questions. Any questions? Okay. If there's no questions, I have some questions. Unless you want to go home, you have right to go home. But I have questions here.